We're coming to you live from a large produce farm where ICE agents are currently conducting a major raid, apprehending undocumented workers.
You mean to tell me the farms in Texas are closing? Because they voted for their own staffs to be deported?
These farm owner dudes, they're saying, well, we thought the blacks would come back and do the jobs because they don't have.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So guys, you won't believe who the farmers from Texas want to come and save them, who they want to come and help them with what they're going through. As we all know, they don't have workers now. Of course, they're thinking some people will come and save them. Let's dive in. Credit goes to the owner of the video. I will come back with more commentary.
Americans out of work, when in reality they put a bunch of white folk out of work just to get black folks out of work. And so all these cuts that are happening are to try and harm black Americans so much till they think that we're going to go into the fields. Now, when you think about that, that makes you double back and see why they want the Latinos out. Because the Latinos, right, to them, they are reproducing entirely too fast, okay? And so they're like, we got to get them out of here because black Americans don't reproduce as fast as the Latinos. And so if we could get them out, then the black Americans can take their place in the field. This is for real. And so now you double back to the black jobs. They're taking your job. Yes, you got to double back to what he said. They're taking black jobs, y'all. Like, they have all this down. Like, they have all this whole circle. So now let's go back to the farmers, if you're still with me, okay? Because the white farmers, that's what they believed was going to happen. So if y'all got all that straight, this is the message to the white farmers. The last thing you want is for black Americans to be in your fields.
Texas farmer, also other farmers, Nebraska farmer, they are in panicking because the workers who used to work on their farm, they are scared to come to work, either they are deported already. So, and now they're hoping that black people, they will go to work on their farm. You remember, guys, when Trump was saying they're stealing black people job, this is what he meant. I think this is what he promised them. Like, don't worry, I'm going to deport these Hispanic people or all these illegal immigrant. Black community will come and work on your farm again. That's why I think these farmers voted against their own interest. Because me, honestly, I don't think they just went and vote against their own interest without like option. I don't think that. I think they had option. I think they promised them that they will bring black people back to those jobs. That's what I think. Because you don't tell me someone just go and vote against their interest just like that. It doesn't make sense to me. But again, they are finding out because black people, they are not going back on those fields. They are not going back to pick those fruits or to keep the crops or whatever. They are not going back. That's why you see them desperate. Because they are like, okay, we voted against our own employees, thinking like there will be replacement, and replacement is not coming in. That's why we are suffering. Guys, just think about it. Let's keep watching the video. Credit goes to the owner of the video. I'll be back with more commentary.
Since the election, everyone has reminded me that I thought Kamala Harris was going to win. Everyone has reminded me that she didn't win and Donald Trump won. I've seen it over and over and over again. But what I also said was if Donald Trump did win, it would be a disaster for farmers and oil workers. Because the last time Donald Trump was president, it was a disaster for farmers and oil workers. Now, he really hasn't gotten to oil workers yet. But hey, farmers, how you doing? Yeah, you see, the last time Donald Trump was president, over 100,000 farms went belly up in America. So here he runs for president again, and what do you farmers do? Yeah, you vote for him again. And I don't understand why, but it's one of those cases where you effed around and now you're going to find out again. Because apparently he didn't do enough damage the first time. You wanted to see it a second time. So here we
So guys, actually, let me tell you something. Now these farmers are suffering, they are losing everything. They don't have even someone to go and pick the crops or the fruits or milking the cow. They don't have all that. Yeah, they don't have that because they voted deportation, like actually mass deportation. And they knew like they hire illegal immigrants to do that job so they can give whatever money they want to pay them. And they voted against that. They voted to deport their own employees. And I want you to think about this one. Even if you hate people, you hate like brown people, you hate black people, whatever, you hate immigrants from Africa, whatever, even though you hate them, but you are still using them and you are gaining from them, there is no way you can kick them out if you don't have other option. Let's agree on that. So these people, I think these people they promised them other option. They're like, okay, look, we all know you have illegal immigrants on your farm. We are going to deport them. And after we deport them, we are going to give you other replacement. We are going to replace them with other workers who will come and work on your farm. I feel like they give them that promise. And that promise, it should be like black people, black America to come and work on their farm. Because trust me, you remember when the orange guy was saying, oh, this illegal immigrant, they are stealing black people job. That time everyone was asking themselves, what is that? What is that job? Yeah, and this is what he meant. And because the black people are not going back on that field, that's why you see this white farmer come out and frustrated, trying to regret whatever. It's because they were hoping to get black America back on the field. That's what that's clear, guys. You should tell me what you think, because these people voted for this. It's because they knew, like, maybe they promised them, like, when this go, I know black people will come back to work on your farms. I don't know why they trusted that. And I don't know why they think only that's the black people job, because we see black people, they are the most famous people, filmmaker and superstar singers in good position. But of course they don't want that. They want to keep them on the farm with this these things. They don't want them to be successful. That's why they're trying to kick out these illegal immigrants so they can see how to put black people back on those fields. In black people, they're like, no, we aren't going back. We are not going back on those farms. We are not going back to do those jobs. And now you should tell your own kids, your own MAGA, or people who lie to you, who promise you this, to come and pick those ones. Because people try to warn you, telling you that illegal immigrant or immigrant in general, let's say immigrant, they help a lot with the economy, but you refuse to listen. And now you see what you choose. So now you're finding out, you are coming out here trying to say, oh, you knew, because the guy was talking about deportation, mass deportation. So I think like you had a reason, you had a promise, but of course, as well as he didn't keep his promise, that's why we see you panicking. losing everything. And that's why people don't have sympathy for you, because you voted for this. Imagine people who work for you for many years on the farm. They go out when it's raining, they go out when it's sunny. You just went ahead and vote against them. You are separating their family. This is so sad anyway. Anyway, guys, let's hear what the people are saying in a comment, because I took some very attractive comment from the people. Let's hear what the people are thinking about the situation, because this situation is getting out of the hand, if I'm being honest. Because we all know, like, farmers, they are essential part of every country. They're essential part of economy. So when it's collapsing, of course everyone is scared. Yeah, everyone is scared, but they voted for this, which we don't understand. So the first comment is from the farmer, of course, who's regretting. We voted for Trump to crack down on illegal labor, but now our fields are empty and our bills are piling up. The second comment is like, I thought Americans will step up, but they won't do this work. They made our bed, now we have to lie in it. You thought America will do this job? What do you mean? You mean white America? Seriously? Or you thought about black people? Anyway, the third one is from black guy. He said, black people want you all. Farm want you all. Farm work isn't just a meme. Do we really work? But you didn't want us until the men you cheered on left. Yeah, like working on the farm, it's not easy, guys. They should know that. And they are the one who are getting like the smallest salary. So of course it's not easy. The fourth one, of course, the fourth one say like, they voted for deportation. Now they are begging us to fix their mess. No, no sympathy. We don't need the apologies. They have to face this on their own. Yeah, try. I agree with you. The last one, the last one say you voted to deport workers and cut program, and now reap the consequences. This is on you. Yeah, guys, this is on them, because at the end of the day they voted for this. So face the music. But I really wish to know, what do you guys think? Do you think this guy, they just went ahead and vote against their interest without backup? Let me know. Me, I don't think so. I think they told like they will get replacement. That's what I think. But you should let me know in a comment, and I hope you enjoy video. I just want to thank you so much for watching, and let's educate ourselves in a comment. As I always say, this content is for education purpose. And let me know, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next one. Bye.